This is Suhas, Borker. I am the convener of this group. This is our first meeting at the Habitat, thanks to the Habitat World. So we are not quite used to the arrangements here, but soon we'll get used to it, because we've been doing all our programs at the India International Center. So welcome to you all to this very interesting and timely discussion on terrorism, Islamic State and India's national security. When we planned this out, if Ambassador Fabian would recall, it was 2 months ago, and we didn't know that we would be caught in such a bind. I mean, with the attack in Uri happening, and we losing 19 of our brave hearts, and then with our surgical strike across the LOC on the 29th. So this could be, so critically in, and it's part of the national discourse at the moment. And we have a distinguished panel today who are well versed in their areas of their domain. So we have John Cherian, the Foreign Affairs Editor of the Frontline. Then we have Carpentier, the Gourdon, Convener of the Editorial Advisory Board of the World Affairs Journal. In fact, he could just make it from Europe in time for this, because 2 months ahead you can't plan too much, And then we have Rajeshwari Krishnamurthy, Assistant Director of the Institute of Peace and Conflict Studies. She also we made it from Brazil, and you were in Sao Paulo just a day before. So, and then we have Professor Rajan Harshe, visiting professor at the South Asian University. Then Ambassador Tariq Karim, who's an old India hand, and of course at the moment is the advisor to the World Bank for Regional Integration, South Asian region, and was, as you all know, the former High Commissioner of Bangladesh to India. Then, of course, we have Shri A.S. Dulat, the former Chief of RAW, who's with us. And then we have the moderator who will be conducting the proceedings today, and moderating the whole discussion, the Q&A and everything, is our former Ambassador K.P. Fabian, and visiting professor at the Indian Society for International Law. Now, without further ado, I think I call upon, I will give my comments at the end of the program as the chair. So, as I said, I'll hand over the proceedings now to Ambassador Fabian. Ambassador Fabian.
Thank you, Suhas. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we have, as the chair mentioned, an eminent panel, so we are all eager to listen to them. So I don't want to stand between you and the panel, but I thought I might sort of express some observations or thoughts which perhaps you also might have in your own mind, and to which the panelists may like to respond if possible, if they like. Now, first thought is that, it is so, we all condemn terrorism. But come to think of it, it is so easy to condemn, but it is not that easy to comprehend, to understand what terrorism is, how does it originate, who provides a fertile ground for the evil seed of terrorism to sprout. So I think we have to know more on that. And secondly, people speak of fighting terrorism. Of course, we should fight terrorism. But how about also looking at it from a slightly different point of view of dealing with terrorism? Because we have to look at it holistically. Because if we speak always of fighting terrorism, we might come to the wrong conclusion that when a terrorist is killed, we have won something. Now, we all know that even if a terrorist is killed, the consequences can be different. We had a recent example. So, what is important is dealing with terrorism. It's like cancer in the body politic. It has to be dealt with. Now, just a few days ago, 2 days ago, I think, in Kerala, a